Yeah, so look, man, I might be like a broken record to some of y'all people, but you gotta understand, Cardiff isn't the biggest city, and I got a bunch of kids I'm trying to entertain. I got my mom out here, I'm trying to entertain her as well. She's 76 years old. You know, we're trying to go places. So where do I go? Hello, and welcome back to Cardiff Museum with your boy, Mr. 76. I'm gonna take another little walk around over here and just see what I find. Today, you know, every time I come back here, I find different things. And they're all going through the entranceway, this big ass door here. You see all these big columns. And, you know, this place is full of different insight that I hope to bring to you so you can see that this isn't something that we built. This is something that we found, regardless of what his story wants to tell you. Let me flip this around right here. I'm gonna show you right away. As you walk over to the corner, again, you can see all these massive columns and the sculptures on the top, the giant beings, which I think are actually here who built this stuff. Okay, it's not like they've made everybody giant size. Let's make them all 8 foot tall. That's what they actually look like. Now we go here. Here's the ground level, and it goes down again, showing that there's evidence of an underground area, which there is in this building. It goes down 2 levels. Again, like I said, this whole area around here has all these sculptures, and there are these giant figures, which I don't think that they were going around saying, okay, let's make all these figures 8 to 10 feet tall. This is just what they look like. Okay, what kind of pattern would they be following on this whole area to make all these beings so big? See the face of a Tartarian? That's them right there. My way in here up the many steps. And we go up this way. We can have a little look at what we can find. And we are going to stumble on the Claude Monet, which is in here. It's one of my favorite paintings in this place. I got a few of the water lilies. See what I'm saying up here? Up here, there's all these giant figures. That's a giant baby, giant child on the giant mother's lap. I just think that that's what they look like. They're all around this entire city center over here, the civic center it's called, all these big ass buildings. Tell me all this was carved by hand. And it was put over together by hand perfectly. I could take a ruler to this. I have done in the past, just to show the perfection of all these different cuts. They're identical. The smoothness is perfect. There's nothing missing. The sharp edges and the smoothness. There's nothing. There's not a bump. Nothing out of place. Okay, so there's nothing out of place at all. So over here, looking at the ceiling, this doorway. Got the massive bronze doorway. And you got the bronze pieces going all the way around here. And right up on the top, you've got the, what do they call it here? Goat heads. You know, they got some goat heads. So you don't make a big old thing like this without sticking some goat faces on there. You know, welcome to the museum. Here's some goat faces. Alright, so just look at the size of this flipping door. And it's got the swing system here. It's like, who the hell was building this back in 18 what? 18 whatever, yeah, sure. Check out a look at the pattern of this thing. I mean, this stuff is pretty cool. It's pretty intense, and this is like a solid brass. Who the fuck? Come into the main entrance, you get to see all this. You got this main doorway here, also arched. That's what this looks like from this side. Giant door with the 2 columns on the other side, framing it as you enter the building, and then look at this place in here. Don't follow me.
Yeah, I said don't follow me because for the first time in many years, I decided to check out what was at the top of the staircase. That's a little thing that said private. I wasn't supposed to go up here, and for years I've passed it and said, yeah, you know what, screw it, I'm going up. And as you see, there's really nothing up here but a couple of locked doors.
Well, all this time I come up here, now they tell me to go downstairs. There's nothing up there but 2 doors that say private.
So here I am, just outside of the museum here in Cardiff, and just having another look at the building. And you can see all these carvings up on the top. There's some dragons, and I've made a reference to these people here being giants. Yeah, I think this is what they look like, the people who built these, the original Tartarian people. But then, something I want to point out that I found. On this side here, I've zoomed in, you can kind of see their faces and what they look like, right? But on the next one over here to the right now, I happen to find something, and I gotta ask you, is this motherfucker talking on the telephone? Is he talking on the phone? I mean, 'cause that sure as hell looks like someone talking on the phone to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Thanks again for watching. Mr. 76 signing out.